today's video I'm going to be going over the brand new Gel Blaster Surge 2 XL. This blaster has been announced almost a year ago, and I finally got my hands on it because Gel Blaster finally released it on the official website. But boy did this cost me quite a bit, because I paid $90 for this blaster, and that is definitely way too high for a Gel Blaster. But it might be worth it, and we're going to be testing it out later in the video. And as you can see, this blaster is in a brand new Gel Blaster box design, and I think it's really cool. This blaster is packed with tons of features, and has some new features for the Gel Blaster Surge line. And just like the regular Surge 2 model, this blaster has the brand new Starfire built-in tracer unit, so you could shoot glow-in-the-dark ammo with this thing. Along with that, it has an adjustable power velocity scale. On the lowest power, it claims 170 feet per second. On the highest power, it claims 250 feet per second, but we'll be testing it out later in the video. Along with that, it also claims 10 rounds per second, but we're really going to be testing that out. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into unboxing this blaster and see what we got. Starting off, let's cut these two pieces of tape right up at the top. There you go. Fold the slip open. Flip the box right around. Then you can finally open up to the brand new Surge 2 XL blaster. First up, we got a 1,000 round hopper with pre-hydrated green gellets. You have the bump stock for it. You have the battery charger along with the velocity adjustment tool up here. Then you got the Surge 2 XL model itself with the hopper feed neck up at the top. Then once you lift this up, you got 5,000 rounds of glow-in-the-dark ammo, 10,000 rounds of regular green ammo, the paraprotective eyewear, and of course the instruction manuals. I'm going to set aside everything that we won't be using today. And for the most part, here's all we got. So first what we could do is we could slide the stock right on the back of the blaster by just pushing it up like that. And in case you don't want the stock on, it's easy. All you gotta do is push that button in, and then you can slide the stock right back off. And at the back, you can see the velocity scale. To change how much power is put down to the blaster, all you gotta do is take the knob, push it in just like that. Then you could twist it to the left, and that will lower the velocity on this blaster. So let's twist it all the way to the left for our first test in the FPS test. Okay, we now finally have it at the lowest power setting, so we can slide the stock right back on. Along with that, what we're going to do is we're going to dump out the bullets in here so we don't damage the blaster, because there might be water from these bullets dehydrating. So now what we can do is we can slide the hopper right onto the top of the blaster into the hopper feed neck. And there we go, we got the blaster pretty much set up, but what I do notice already is that the hopper feed neck is not that secure. That might be a problem during Gel Blaster Wars, especially when you're running around. This might jiggle around too much, causing it to fall off. But as you can see, the blaster has a brand new see-through-like design. You can see the long metal barrel shooting all the way up through the blaster. Didn't even realize that there was tape right there, so let's take those pieces of tape off, just like that. And then as you can see, there's a sling clip right here and a sling clip right here. But the weird part is that with the brand new Surge 2 XL design, they did not include a sling to put there. But they did with the original models, which is kind of weird that they stepped away from that. Personally, I didn't use the slings anyways. But as you can see, it's a very, very cool design. You can see the battery right there, which charges through a USB-C port down at the bottom. Along with that, you have an on and off switch there. This blaster does seem to come a little bit charged. So as you can see, the Starfire activator also lit up, which allows you to shoot the glow-in-the-dark ammo, which we will be testing out later in the video. Along with that, we have the green glowing emblems at the front, and then we have the power indicator right here, which tells you how charged the battery is. And at the left side of the blaster, you have the fire select switch. On the bottom, you have semi-auto. And as you can see, very good trigger response already coming from this blaster. And then we have burst, which is 3-round burst. Then we have fully automatic. Very, very fast shooting already. But as you can see, a really cool design we have here, but it's basically the same body molding as the old Surge models, but still, it's really cool. The fins at the front are removable, which we do have a brand new black design. You can slide those right back on. You do have a rail right here and a rail right here, but there's nothing you can really use those for. But honestly, in my opinion, I love the new looks of these things. But anyways, without further ado, let's get some ammo grown for this blaster, along with plugging this in through the USB-C port, and I'll come back once this blaster is completely charged for the FPS and accuracy test. Okay, now we got the blaster all charged with the 1,000 round hopper fully loaded at top. We're going to start off on semi-automatic, see how many FPS we get. Then I'm going to turn the velocity all the way up, see the FPS and RPS on that mode. So let's start off with testing the FPS on low power mode. 176.6, 166.1, 162.1, 163.9, and 166.4. Almost around that 170 feet per second box average claim. But now what we're going to do is we're going to turn that velocity all the way up, and we're going to see how many FPS it shoots then. Now that we got the power turned all the way up, let's see how many FPS it shoots now. 267, 242.7, 205, 220, 213, 212, 213, 213, 200, 206, 208. Not as high as the 250 FPS claimed box average, but let's see how many RPS it shoots. Shooting right around 10.2 rounds per second, which is on box average par, but not the FPS of the high power mode. But we definitely got some trigger response on this thing. But anyways, let's back up and see how accurate this gel blaster is. Okay, I have the blaster set on medium power for the best accuracy in this test. It has the best mix of accuracy and FPS. Okay, let's see how accurate this blaster is. Got a jam. As you can see, very good results from this blaster. It did have a little bit of a jam. Never seen that happen before in these models, but it was pretty easy to get out. As you can see, we had a very good grouping on the target. The target did appear to rip a few times and almost fall off the wall, but really good grouping from this blaster. In my opinion, not as good as the regular Surge 2. But anyways, let's cut to nighttime where I'm going to shoot glow-in-the-dark ammo with this blaster. And that has been the review for the Gel Blaster Surge 2 XL. In my opinion, this is by far one of the best all-around gel blasters that you can get. As you can see, it's pretty much the same molding as all the other Starfire and Surge designs, but still, they definitely improved the performance from the original Surge model to this. And it's about the same performance as the Starfire XL, but the only thing I do like better about the Starfire 2 models is that you do have this Nova flashlight at the front for midnight battles. But overall, this blaster is very cool. For $90, that's definitely pushing it on the price because you can get a lot of blasters for $90. Personally, in my opinion, if I had a $90 budget, I'd much rather get the Faction Havoc, but there definitely is not that many blasters that are better than this. Especially blasters that have all the features that this one has. But just in case you do want to get this blaster, I'll have it linked down in the description. The only place you can get it as of now is on the gelblaster.com website. But just in case you do want to help out, support the channel, and so I can make more reviews like this, please leave a like and subscribe. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already watched the Surge 2 review, watch that video up there. I highly recommend it. Along with that, if you're trying to look for a blaster and maybe you don't have enough money to spend on something like this, I recommend watching this video where I go over the top 10 best cheap gel blasters that you can get in 2025. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in at least one of those videos. I have officially gotten the brand new Gel Blaster Surge 2 models. I have the Surge 2 and the Surge 2 XL, and I'm going to be